What happened to that paper? Because it was on the table. Then when I
Mr.
come
Brooks,
back in,
I
it's
need to
nowhere
make
to
a
be
record
found.
of a variety of
So who
things.
took my paper?
Oh, my paper. It's gone. That paper that I made up in my imagination and was lying about, somebody stole it. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9E, and it's Friday night, my favorite night, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night, and we're gonna react to some of this beautiful, wonderful, strange, odd alien man, Darrell Brooks. Darrell, come to the front of the congregation and be judged. Yes, be judged by me. And us and we. So this right here, what we're watching, this is Darrell doing a cross-examination of one of his baby mamas. Enough said. What you ain't gonna do. All right. All right, Darrell, I'm ready for you.
In relation to the alleged incident on November 21st of 2021, would it be fair to say that there's been no contact between you and the alleged defendant?
Not since then, no.
Come on, Darrell. Oh my God. What did you write down? You looking at a picture, ain't you? You drew something. You could tell me.
That last answer was kind of low. Did you say no?
I said no, not since then.
So that would mean.
Hey, you guys. Now look at his baby mama. How old do she look? How old do she look? Because something got brought up. Apparently, our precious Darrell is on a particular registry. You know what I'm talking about? A particular registry. An offender type of registry. So Darrell is on that. And reason why, because of the age of his baby mama when he made her a baby mama. Okay. Apparently she was not of the appropriate age. She still looked like a brand new baby right now, if you ask me. If you ask me. But whatever.
Assuming that would mean no contact at all via phone or anything like that.
No.
I ain't talked to you. Now what?
So my question would be, I don't know if you can see them from here, but do you recognize these pictures?
You need to show those to the state. The bailiff will take them. It's not proper.
Darrell, look. Darrell, what you ain't gonna do is expose the children.
I don't know if you can see them from here, but do you recognize these pictures?
Look at this. Now Darrell gonna come in here and show this woman pictures of her in the hospital with her baby, having her baby, and with her baby. And this is evidence, apparently. This is, yeah, that's my child that I had with this here criminal. My baby's daddy is under the prison. How about yours? Darrell, what was the point? I'm just curious. What exactly was the point of this here thing that you just done? Didn't show it to them at all. Just showed it. Just popped out with some brand new stuff and just showed it to. Like, this is how court works. Like, Look, hold on. Now, just to be petty, look how he like adjusts his arm when he goes to like to try to reach it out so she can see him. Look.
I don't know if you can see them from here, but do you recognize these pictures?
You need to show those to the state. The bailiff will take them. It's not proper.
He don't understand this at all. He don't know what he doing. He don't know what he doing. It's okay. It's okay to admit that you don't know what you're doing. That's why they gave you a lawyer.
No relevance whatsoever to this trial.
Yes, they do. And I'll get into how they have relevance.
Okay, get to it, baby. Get to it. Cause I'm not seeing it.
Sustained.
Sustain why?
Not relevant.
They are relevant.
Why are they
It's
relevant?
Foundation,
A foundation of what?
and I can prove that.
I'll take a page outside.
And I can prove that. Judge, I can prove that. Oh my God. So prove it then. Bet you can't. I bet you can't. I bet you never could. Look, he's so funny. This is an opportunity for him. He's literally taking he only wanted her as a witness because the prosecution, they didn't want her as witness. The witness to what? Right? So, but he wanted her up there basically to be like, hey, what's up? I know you still want me. Look how you popped out my baby and stuff that I ain't ever gonna see because I can't see that far from underneath the prison. Oh my God. Daryl, cut it out. She know what her baby look like.
The conclusion of this witness, and if need be, bring the witness back in. But next question, please.
And these need to be offered into evidence as well.
Oh, do they?
You stated that there's been no contact.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
How would the alleged defendant obtain photographs from you if there's been no contact?
Objection.
Grounds.
Assumes the fact not in evidence.
Grounds.
Sustained. Assumes facts not in evidence. Not relevant.
How's it not relevant? Photos just don't pop up out of the blue.
Mr. Brooks assumes facts not in evidence. And
Facts.
point
I got the
conduct.
pictures.
They do when you around somehow. Photos just appear out of nowhere when Daryl is around. I don't know how. He pulled them out of his ass.
Right here.
After
Facts.
the alleged date of violation here, it's not relevant.
Alleged violation.
You're correct. After the date charged.
Alleged violation. Alleged hit and run. Oh my God. Jackson is not alleged, honey.
That the dates that are charged for these allegations, you are absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Oh, look at him trying to be nice because his girlfriend watching. Thank you, Your Honor. See how I'm a good lawyer? You missed out, honey. I was a good man.
Have you, since the evening of November 21st of 2021,
Thought about you? No.
have you attempted to contact the alleged defendant?
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Grounds.
I'm going to excuse the jury. I'll rise for the jury.
Look how he looking right at her. Now he's staring at her. He was staring at the judge. Now he's staring at her. He's so weird. He was staring at her. Like he been doing that thing where he been staring at the judge. Like he don't blink or nothing. He's just a freaking alien. So but then just then he was like staring at her, rocking back and forth. Oh my God. Get up underneath of this prison. Are you comfy cozy under there yet? Because ain't no way in the world we're going to let you out. I hope you had fun. Organize your stuff, baby. Get organized. That hairline is just a travesty.
Think you be seated?
It's awful funny.
His hair is
Your
karma.
Honor, I find
Oh,
it.
hold on. All right, sir, I'm gonna let you make an offer of proof as to why you believe the photographs and the questioning about contact after the alleged incident is relevant.
Exactly.
It's relevant because these were sent by the witness.
Says who?
It assumes a fact, not an evidence, but
You
what
want
is,
the letter
hold
too?
on. Tell me the basis you believe there's been communication and why you believe it's relevant to her testimony.
It's relevant because it was testified to her first time testifying, and then also by was the last guy, Guth, that he was told that the witness was supposed to be so deeply afraid of me and all this type of stuff. So if you're so deeply afraid and worried about somebody and this and that, why would you sneak and have contact?
Do you want to open up the door to the other act's evidence of you?
That's not opening.
No.
That's not opening the door.
Hear me out. Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, yes,
No, it
it
doesn't.
is.
These witnesses have been incredibly careful to abide by my rulings. Sometimes in a court of law, when there are pretrial rulings, the testimony of a witness needs to be said in such a way not to run afoul of that. This witness, Detective Guth, I believe Detective Casey and others, Corey Runkle, and even Nicholas Kirby yesterday, this court has all had to stop them so that they didn't run afoul, or they've stopped themselves so that they didn't run afoul of the court's pretrial ruling on other acts evidence between you and this witness. And I've been very, very careful to make sure that doesn't come in. But if you keep questioning her about whether she's afraid or not, or why she wouldn't have contact or not, you are opening the door to that.
Exactly. You want to open up the door. Oh, if you were so afraid, and then what happens is now they have to. Now that it opens the door to. Now, why would she possibly? What reasons would she have to be afraid of you? And then all the evidence of all the things that have ever happened, like you running over her with your car, all get introduced. Now he want to say the one piece, but want to be only able to say that doesn't open up the gate. Yes, it does. Clearly, it does. If you start talking about that, now we can talk about this. Oh, well, now that's been introduced, so now we ain't got no choice. Now we get to talk about. Now we're gonna talk about that. It's gonna make you look bad, dummy. She's trying to help you out. But here you go, being Darrell, just Darrell being Darrell on another day of Darrell.
Testimony. All of my rulings have been made to prevent what could be seen as prejudicial evidence.
Yep.
The standard's not prejudicial. The standard's whether it's unfairly prejudicial. But you can open the door to that, sir.
It's unfairly prejudicial.
Your Honor, let him open that door, honey. Let him open that door. Let him put his foot in his mouth and then grab that handle and open that door, okay? Stop helping him. He needs to just let him dig this hole, and so he can climb in and fit securely underneath of this prison.
That I have a document stating that November 20th never even happened, but yet and still the witness can get on the stand and lie on the stand.
Over to the state.
Come on, man. Y'all know that's not right.
It's gonna be right. Once they know that you ran over her with your car. Oh yeah, jury. We wasn't gonna tell you this, but he insisted. He ran over her with his car before. So him and his car is just a thing. This is just like a regular old everyday Tuesday, just Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. He likes to hit folks with this car. So yeah.
Then you need to immediately turn it over to the state right now. It may become relevant, but no one has seen it. When did you receive the document? Hold on. I'm having you make an offer. When did you receive the document?
Okay, but I just want to state for the record, Your Honor, that's kind of biased because the State did the same thing yesterday with creating an exhibit right on the fly that didn't even exist that I didn't have. But
that's not true. That's a misstatement of the evidence.
True.
No.
She said it herself.
No. Marking an exhibit is not creating an exhibit.
No, not marking an exhibit. She said
we're not going to go down a tangent, sir.
Right,
I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to make a record.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
When it's not fair. Every time he says it's not fair, I want to throw up. It's not fair. It's not fair. You want to know who it's not fair for? If you've been watching my videos, you already know what I'm going to say. Okay. Jackson. Now that right there was not fair. He didn't even get a shot. You've been roaming the earth for all these years, just losing hairs here and there. Till you're left with that situation that you got. Jackson didn't even have a chance, man. He didn't even get a chance. And here you talking about, it's not fair. It's not fair. Why isn't everything easy for me? Why can't I just get my way and get away with murder? Murder! Oh my God. I'm so glad that you were securely bunked underneath of that there prison.
Receive this document that you claim was sent by this witness.
It's not claimed. It's for a fact.
Okay, and show it.
It hasn't been established yet. I need to make a record.
So do y'all want
the
letter?
I want to see the letter.
Yes.
What?
I want to see the letter.
Okay, so I got to.
And I want to know when you received it.
I got to bring that in.
Why would you not have to bring it in? It's like, I have proof that I was on planet Mars when this whole accident happened with this car. I wasn't even on Earth. I have proof. I have a letter. Let us see the letter. Oh, now you want to see the letter? This isn't fair. Why can't you just take my lying ass word for it? Darrell.
Every time, this is what I don't get. Every time
see how he ain't trying to show. See how he ain't trying. I bet you this whole time that he gonna start talking, I bet you we don't never see no letter. Watch this.
Record and placed in the evidence, it's a problem.
The
state can do it, no problem.
We just asked for it.
There are proper procedures.
She just said, "Let me see."
That was the proper procedure.
If you don't make a record,
so
then
what?
I can't make a ruling.
It threw people off a loop. They weren't ready for it. They scared of it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's why we asked for
Brooks.
it.
Come on, man.
Oh my God!
You aren't.
They scared of it. They scared of the truth. Well, show me the truth so I can see if I'm scared of it. Why you gotta see my truth? Oh, they're scared? No, they're not scared, Darrell. They know exactly what's about to happen. Okay? They ain't terrified at all. Annoyed, yes. Terrified, nope.
Stop it. You're a public servant, Your Honor. I respect your courtroom. I respect you. You're a public servant.
There he go with
your
that word.
Your job is to be the referee. Is it or is it not? You stated.
Your job is to be the referee? No. Her job is not to be the referee. She's not a referee. She's a judge. Okay?
So yourself on record that your job is being the umpire.
Your Honor, can I ask Ms. Patterson to be excused?
Yes, you can be excused. My apologies.
My apologies too, but it needs to be some truth. Especially when we're talking about stuff that didn't even happen, but they're allowed to get on the stand and say that it happened when they know it didn't happen.
So I'm going to make a record about what he's referring to in count 77. Okay.
What happened to that paper? Because it was on the table. Then when
Mr.
I come
Brooks,
back in,
I need to make a record of a variety.
Oh, look. Oh, Darrell. Oh, Darrell. No, you didn't, Darrell. Oh, my paper. It's gone. That paper that I made up in my imagination and was lying about, somebody stole it. What a coincidence. Somebody done stole the evidence that was going to break the case wide open and prove that I was on Mars when this all happened. Oh my God. Darrell, how did I know that, y'all? Now, ask yourself this. How did I know that? If he ain't the most predictable person on the planet, then how did I know he was never going to produce that there paper he had? How did I know that paper was never going to make it into the judge's hands? how did I ever figure that out? Darrell, if you don't stop with your unpredictable ass antics.
So who took my paper?
And you have interrupted me repeatedly today. I have shown an abundance of patience this morning.
Judge, the dog ate my homework. That's essentially what he just pulled. The dog ate my homework. You just told us you had the paper. I got the paper right here. I got the letter. I got the proof. Hey, where's my letter? Where's my proof at?
I've warned you repeatedly.
His mom sent him the
removed
pictures
from the courtroom. And then every time I try to get into it, you, meaning an explanation and make a record, you interrupt, you attempt to divert everyone from what is being done this very second.
I don't attempt to do anything.
Yes, you do it repeatedly.
Oh, he said I successfully did it.
So you're doing it once again.
Whatever. Just make your record.
I know she is like, oh my God, oh my Lord, I'm gonna make sure that you pay for that thing that you just said to me. I'm gonna make you pay with 1,000 years.
The document that Mr. Brooks wanted to show Detective Guth and this witness was a letter sent from the state of Wisconsin to the court regarding count 77. The state sought to dismiss that count, and they have prosecutorial discretion, and I granted the request that the charge be dismissed.
Right.
Why was the charge dismissed?
And that's, I can't answer. It was dismissed because the request was made, sir.
Right.
They don't need a reason.
Don't need it.
Abundance of case law about prosecutorial discretion. And they chose not to pursue that. My guess is maybe to simplify things and to keep this tidy. I don't know. You know what? I'll indulge you. Attorney Upper, would you like to provide a basis for why the state sought dismissal of that charge prior to the start of this trial?
Yes, Your Honor, because as Ms. Patterson just testified a short while ago, she did not have any visible marks or injuries from that event. And we did have the photographs of her injuries. We did not want to confuse the record as to whether or not there was a battery that occurred on November 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, I object to that. What does the letter read?
You have the letter. You showed it to me, sir.
And I've been trying to find it ever since I came back in here, and now all of a sudden I can't.
And now you're impugning, though, like somehow you're impugning the integrity of this court, of the bailiffs of this state. You're accusing, frankly, everyone of moving your paper.
Right? Exactly, Judge. Now now we lost your shit. Now one of us came over to your desk, and you know ain't nobody approaching your weird behind, and just took this one sheet of paper off your desk and just tippy-toed on out of the room with it, I guess. Like, is that what you think happened, Darrell? No, Darrell. Ain't nobody falling for your bull, Darrell.
Did I point the finger at anyone? Did I say anyone did anything?
Not directly,
where's my
but
paper?
indirectly you did.
So how can you make the assumption that I'm saying?
Can I please make the record without you interrupting?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Oh, yes, you may.
I appreciate that. Thank you. But you made repeated comments, sir, about I can't find my documents, I don't know what happened, things of that nature.
Yep.
When you came back out, you took multiple minutes before you even asked your first question of Ms. Patterson. And if I need to, I'll have a bailiff put on the record that no one touched your table.
Uh-huh.
Your Honor, did I say anyone touched my table?
Yes.
I didn't say
implied it, sir.
You
did.
Did
I say that?
You did.
I never
you stated it implicitly.
I never asked the bailiffs, hey, did any one of you touch my table? I never said that to them. I just said I can't find. What happened to that paper? Because it was on the table. Then when
Mr.
I come
Brooks,
back in,
I need to make
a
record of a variety of things.
So who took my paper?
And you keep interrupting.
There you go. So who took my paper? He a lying ass son of a bitch. He just sat there and said, I didn't say that. I ain't imply that somebody took it. So who took my paper? That's the truth don't live inside this thing. Like, the truth don't live inside of him. He don't own any of the truth. He don't have none of the truth that's his. He's never even formally been introduced to the truth. He don't even really probably believe that the truth is a real thing. The truth is like somebody else's imaginary friend. It ain't real. And I've never come in contact with it. That's how that's his world. This is a lying ass dude right here.
I have a document that was just on my table. That is what you said.
That's what I said, but I did not point the finger at anyone.
So
I can
you
see
have
if
the
I
letter.
came in, Your Honor, with
You've
all
been
respect,
given.
I can see if I came in and said, hey, one of you moved something off my table, or if I would have directed that towards the state, or if I would have directed that towards the clerks or something like that, then that would be more of a validity to what you're saying.
I need to continue.
Oh my God. Oh, he's so gross.
It's very apparent to me, sir, that every time, I can't say every time because that would be an absolute, but many times throughout this trial, and especially the last 2 days.
Most of the
when
time.
the court makes a ruling that you disagree with,
Indeed.
or I want to make a record about some behavior of yours, or a further record about a ruling that you that was not in your favor, that you start peppering me with questions or comments, statements. You question me about the law. You ask, is it verified law? It is, from my perspective, a clear attempt to kind of turn us in a direction away from what we're doing.
Oh, that's exactly what it is, Judge. You're not losing your mind, baby. That's exactly what's happening here. Yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
Perhaps even to stall and to delay.
That's
my perspective. That I'm making a rule.
No, it's absolutely true. He's trying to stay in here with you for 1,000 years, honey. 1,000 years, so he could call time served when the court's over. When the ruling has been set, he'll be 1,000 years old. Hopefully, if he ended up with Dracula as his cellmate, like I had already said, that is what's going to be required for him to make it out of there alive. Because 1,000 years, only Dracula can save him now. Okay.
Now we have you claiming that there's some document that was sent by the witness.
That don't exist now.
The charges were filed. That apparently contained photographs.
And conveniently disappeared right when he was supposed to show it.
And you can clarify the record momentarily when I'm done. That you believe goes to the credibility of this witness. So I need to ask a few questions about that, sir, to determine whether it has relevance to those issues. Number one, when did you receive this letter?
I received this multiple letters, actually, over a period of time. It wasn't, I referred to this one because this one had the pictures.
See, look, when did you receive the letter? Oh, I got lots of letters throughout time and space continuum. One of them I got when I was 6 years old, Your Honor. I know that sounds strange because it had pictures of my child in it, and I was only 6. But have I diverted the conversation good enough? Okay, good. He can't answer anything. Look, because he's lying his ass off. He's lying his ass off. Per usual. The truth don't live inside you, Darrell.
And why do you believe it was from Ms. Patterson?
To answer your question with
clarity. When did you got it? Question was, when did you get it?
Does it have a date on it? The letter?
No, I didn't bring the letter. I brought the pictures. Because I thought
Okay. Now that's funny. That's funny. Now I'm gonna tell you why that's funny. Because he just got finished pointing at his desk and saying, I have the letter right here, the proof. And then she says, well, does it have the envelope? Like, where the envelope at? Oh, I don't have that. I just got the pictures. I don't got the letter. I just got the pictures. You just said that you had the letter. Now, then you say, oh, somebody took my letter. And then now you say, oh, I didn't bring the letter. Now you didn't bring the letter. Oh my God.
My interpretation, I thought showing the pictures would be okay. How did I get these? So my mind was saying,
yeah,
show the
your
pictures.
Crazy mind.
They didn't come out of thin air.
Yeah, they came from your mama.
The witness knows that they sent me the pictures. They know that.
Well, again, it assumes facts that aren't here. You're assuming this witness sent it. I don't know. But even if she did, what relevance does it have to her credibility before this jury?
It goes to the credibility because she's put on this facade of being so afraid of someone, but yet still, you know that we're not supposed to have contact, but you still sneaking behind and saying, oh, I wonder how you're doing, and oh, this and this and that. Oh,
I don't think she's ever said she was afraid. I think.
Yeah, but also, what's in this alleged letter? Guess who didn't bring? Now I'm gonna tell you this: if all that was in this letter, now come on, look what we talking about here, right? If this letter showed such concern and like nice things about how she missed him and stuff, if it was anything like that in that letter, you don't think his weird, arrogant little ass would have had that letter stapled to his forehead when he walked in? He would have had it stapled to his forehead or hairline or, wherever, if he found it. He would have stapled it to that, okay? If he could find his hairline, he would have stapled that letter right to it. Maybe the right horn. You know what I'm saying? So please don't play me with that. And now you're gonna and wonder how you doing. I wonder how you're doing in prison. Ain't nobody wondering how you doing in there. We know how you doing. Like we've seen enough television. We know what it looked like. So how's the view? What is she gonna ask you?
I think that was the officers who may have stated that.
And
I believe she never said that. She specifically said today when you asked her why did you, it was either why did you go back or why did you have, I'll look at my notes, and she said, I don't know.
It was why weren't you forthright with all the details?
Mm-hmm.
That was the question.
So again, I'm going to ask you, even if this letter's from her, these pictures are from her, how does it relate to her credibility before the jury?
See, ain't it funny? Like, she's humoring him and stuff. She's allowing him to try to explain himself. Of course, he's then showing himself to be a freaking liar, of course, per usual. But look how reasonable she is with him. Like, she's treating him like a little kid. Oh, my God. She tried so hard.
Who else could these pictures be from?
Your mother. Your mother.
I'm going to ask you point blank. Did you get a letter that's signed from her?
I got. What do you mean signed?
How do you know?
Letters.
What's your belief? Why do you have a belief that
this nigga just said nobody signs letters? Nobody signs letters. How about this? Everybody signs letters. It's an odd thing to write a letter and not sign it. That's what a kidnapper does, asking for ransom. Okay. Those are the people who don't sign their letters. Okay. Everyone else signs their letter. Not everybody has great handwriting, but they still sign it. Nonetheless, with their shitty handwriting and all, they still sign it because at the bottom of the letter, you write who wrote the freaking letter. Even people in middle school do this. Elementary school, writing letters to their friends and stuff. Like everybody does. Bottom right corner, in fact. Right? Bottom right side, you'll write your name. He like, sign it? Who signs letters, Judge? Oh my God. If you don't go on somewhere.
From her.
I have multiple letters from her.
You're not answering my question.
But where are they?
Why do you believe the letters are from ERIKA Patterson?
Because they were sent from ERIKA Patterson. Why else would I?
Were they signed by her?
What do you mean?
No.
Signed?
Did she write her name on the letter?
No.
Was it the content of the letter? No,
oh
I'm
my
not kidding you.
God.
I need to make a record, sir. You're making a statement.
He is such a
that
liar.
These letters are from her and that they're relevant to her credibility.
The truth
Honor,
don't live in this thing.
On the limb
and I'm asking you why
you live on a limb.
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
You live on a limb. You bird, you are a bird who lives on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Like, you ain't been living on a limb this entire trial. Like, you've been out on a limb this entire time. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You know what? Fall off the limb, okay?
I know it's true. You've never been in my position. You've never been in jail.
Nah, because she don't hit people with her car for fun.
From someone writing someone in jail.
You're not answering my question, sir. What's the basis why you believe they're from Miss Patterson? Is there some information in them that only she would know? Did she sign the letters? Is it penmanship that you recognize? Why do you believe they're from her?
She gave him as many ways out as possible. If you're like, yeah, I was with her for years. I know her handwriting. It was her handwriting, Judge. That literally, that's all he had to say. But he couldn't say it because then he'd been bound by what he just said. And then when he can't produce these things, or when he does produce it and it's not her handwriting, then there it is. So he just wants to, like, create evidence out of his ass. Oh my God.
As opposed to somebody else sending you information. Could be your mom, could be, I'm just saying.
It's your mom. You called it. It was the mom.
You gotta answer my question. It's called an offer of proof.
But you still got to understand why this.
I ain't got to understand shit.
It's mind-boggling to me. Like, how I got to.
If you had a mind, I'd understand how it would get boggled. But you don't have a mind, so I don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Child with this woman. Why would I not know her handwriting?
But you have to lay a foundation for these letters, sir. That might be through your own testimony. So that I'm trying to figure out why you believe they're from her. Not all this other stuff about I'm in jail and I have a child. I'm trying I need to know. It's called an offer of proof.
Are you serious?
What do you believe?
Yes.
Why do you believe they're from her? I am serious.
Because they're from her.
Oh my God.
But you're assuming
how else am I supposed to answer that?
How do you know it was her? Because it was her. And we're supposed to just take that. Ain't that something? The double standard you got.
I've given you a few reasons why it would lend to that opinion.
So it has to be put in a legal term or something?
Yes, Daryl.
You're gonna question her on that?
It does. It's called evidence, not theory. You don't come in and you don't call a witness and they come up and they tell you what they think. They come in and they tell you what they saw, what they heard, not what they think. Oh my God. Imagine me going and testifying against you. I've never met you, but I think you a piece of shit. Imagine I go on, they call me on as a random stranger from a whole nother state and I come in and I give testimony against you. But just because I can't stand you. It's because you make me sick. The whole state of Wisconsin or wherever you at would be up there testifying against you with their theory about how you ain't shit, and they would be right.
The state absolutely has a right to see the letter. So you need to provide that letter. The bottom line is I'm not going to allow any questioning without having that letter.
That part.
The state has the ability to question you about that or question this witness.
Look how you looking up in there.
Of what your claims are here. So
he just stole 30 minutes from the court with this one thing he did. He took at least 20 minutes.
I may take an early lunch. If that's in your cell, then you can go get it and bring it. But without that letter,
I like that. I'm gonna go take an early lunch with my freedom. And you, if that paper's in your cell, feel free to bring it back with you. But if not, shut the hell up about it.
I'm not allowing this line of questioning. Do you have the letter with you in court?
I just said no.
Okay.
Well, first you said yes. First you said yes.
Sometimes, sir, I don't hear what you say because you interrupt me so much or you answer quietly. And I'm taking notes and I'm focused on probably a dozen things at the same time.
But if I say something under my breath, everybody seems to hear it. Everybody seems to hear that.
Oh my God.
Everybody assumes, we can hear it very clearly.
Everybody assumes that it has to be disparaging
Once again, you're doing this tactic.
Because he ain't got the letter. That's why. That's why, Judge. He didn't have the letter, so now he must distract you because now he know he made an ass out of himself. So he's trying to distract you and make it about you and make it about y'all, and it's y'all's fault. That's how Darrellology works. All right, Darrell. That's enough of that. We're going to stop it there. Y'all already know how it works around here. Y'all behave because I'm not going to do it. Mama love you. Peace.